Hello and welcome to this second video in the Almost Coffee Beer. Today we're starting a Wort. I had hoped to do this outside, but the weather is not cooperating. It's kind of drizzly and cloudy and just kind of whack out there. So we're doing this inside. I've got my water. I got 2 gallons of water here. It has just come to a boil. And what I'm going to do is, this is my 4 pounds of chocolate malt. We're going to go ahead and put it in here, and we're going to let it boil in the water for about an hour. And after an hour, we're going to come in and we're going to put in our Almost coffee for about 15 minutes. Then we're going to kill the heat and we're going to add our lactose. Normally, when you do a beer, you have a mash time, or mash, in which you hold all your ingredients at a certain temperature for a certain length of time. We're not going to be doing that. Mashing and mash time and all that is one of the reasons why I don't do beer very often. But this here is an experiment. We're going to see what we get by just letting it steep. I'm going to, once I get everything in there, get it mixed, get my lactose sugar added, I'm going to stir it, then I'm going to let it steep. I'm going to let it cool naturally. And sometime this evening, probably about 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours from now, we'll go ahead and put in our fermenter, add our yeast, and see what we get. We are right now at the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for an hour. Then we will come back and put in the Almost coffee and see what we get when we add that. So, see y'all in about an hour. Peace. Okay, it's been 1 hour and it's time to add our 5 pounds of Almost coffee to the boiling water. Tongs. Metal gets hot. So we'll take this, put it here, there we go. This in here, there we go. Make sure that's closed. Okay. Back in, and we will be back in about 5 minutes time to put in our Irish moss. And once we get the boil complete, we'll put in our non-fermentable lactose and we'll start the steeping process. So see you here in about 5. Okay, it has been 5 minutes. It's time to put our Irish moss in. Something I haven't touched on yet in this video is sanitation. Always clean your surfaces off, sanitize them. In the case, because we're doing a boil, the boiling water is doing a job of sanitizing everything. A little bit of sprinkle. Okay. Get my little stir. But no, as I was saying, when in doubt, always sanitize. If you've sanitized an area and you can't remember, sanitize it again. Always, sanitation is probably one of the most important things you can do in brewing. So, we'll do that. This video is going to be broken into 2 parts simply because this afternoon I'm going to be able to go ahead and get this in my fermenter and get my yeast pitched and get the video done. But I'm not sure what kind of time I'm going to have the next couple of days to make sure I get it uploaded. So I'd rather get this part of the video uploaded now so you have it, and then if I get a chance this evening to upload the next part, I will, and if I don't, it'll be a couple days. So see you here in about 15 minutes, and we'll put in our lactose and start the fermenting process. See you then. Peace. We are in the last seconds, or probably the last 20 seconds, 15 seconds of the boil. Here in a minute, or here in about 7 seconds, we're going to turn our alarm off. I'm going to remove the lid. I'm going to remove my bags and my grains in it. Put in my lactose, stir my lactose, then put my grain bags back in to steep. We'll go ahead and come on. Oh, this one flip over. Okay. Hot. What happens when you let the strings fall? Turn off the oven or stove. We want to minimize the amount of liquid we lose. It smells wonderful. It smells very much like a chocolate latte, or not latte, a chocolate mocha. And you got coffee smell and you got chocolate smell going, a little bit of chocolate smell anyhow. So set that here. How did we manage to get this tank up? Okay, there we go. Cat in here. And me a little bit. All right. Come on. We'll do the same thing. This bag here. Bring it up. A whole lot more liquid in this bag simply because it was in there longer. If I would have been smart, I would have brought a second pot out, sterilized it, and just set these in the pot, then dumped everything back into this pot. But it didn't work out for me that way. Mr. Cat Boy. We managed to get this in here. There we go. Lactose. Like I said, my counter area, the space that I'm working in, has been sanitized. We're going to turn the heat back on to stir in our lactose. So 1 pound. Our second pound of lactose. Now, if I've measured this out, I should have a little bit, if I measured this out correctly, I should have a little bit of extra wort left over in the end that I can taste the raw wort. You kind of get an idea where it's heading. It doesn't always head that way, but it should. You can find out. All right, we got this mixed in pretty good. Go ahead and turn the heat off. Return everything back in here. There we go. And here in a minute I'm going to put the lid back on. Then we'll start the seeping process. And like I said, I should be able to get in tonight and get the video made of the using the yeast starter and pitching yeast and getting this into a fermenter. But I don't know when I'll be able to get it posted. So it is what it is, and till later. Better brewing, love, and peace.